Pointless top 10 pirates in World of Warcraft. I was saying for so long we were going to get a pirate expansion, and then Blizzard shat on it. Shat on my excitement. But that doesn't mean we can't still love pirates. Let's see what the top 10 pirates are, and then we're going to get straight into raid.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Krendor, and welcome back to another episode of Pointless Top 10, a short make top 10 list out of pointless things. Why are we flying by this pointless statue in Booty Bay? Because inside pointless things are treasure. Let's begin. 10. Number 10 is Captain Huckleberry Smots, and he's a human quest giver located in Booty Bay, and his crew, boat, and entire fortune were lost when he was attacked by 3 sea giants. Gorlash stole his captain's chest, Negalash stole his cutlass.
Captain Huckleberry's always had the weirdest model. Like, look at his face. You can't even have that beard in game. And yet he's had it for the longest time.
And Mockrash stole his monogrammed sash. Smots bought another ship, Smots Revenge, to find the sea giants and get his revenge.
Yeah, basically Horde just killed him all the time.
And killed his second crew. The only other survivor of the second ship was Sprogger.
You can't even have this beard. He's the only one. They literally created a beard for a pointless pirate NPC.
Cook. Smots is looking for adventurers in order to help recover his possessions that were lost in the attack.
Also,
I really just love the fact here that he loses his ship to these giants, then he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go get him. And then he loses it again, and then he's like, all right, does anyone else want to help me? I'm not spending more money on this. I also kept wondering why people kept killing him, and apparently it's because Bloodsail Buccaneer reputation was a thing that people were farming while filming this. So there you go, and that's why Smots is number 10. 9. Number 9 is Captain Cookie, and he's Captain Cookie because he proclaimed himself captain of the Defias Brotherhood's juggernaut following its previous commander's death. Although he still performs his official duties as chief cook, anyone who questions the validity of his captain title has been known to come down with a severe case of food poisoning. That's according to the Adventure Guide. I also want to take this moment to point out that Van Cleef is actually not a pirate, because I was like, oh, Van Cleef will be on the list of pirates, and then I realized he's just a guy that works with pirates. So I was like, oh, well, all right. But how can I not put Cookie on this list? I mean, he's literally a Murloc pirate chef that has been in the game since like 2004. And that's why he's number 9. 8. Number 8 are Baron Revelgaz and Fleetmaster Seahorn. And I always remember these guys from going to Booty Bay, and then you go up to the top of the little ship building, and they're just like, hey, welcome to Booty Bay. Fleetmaster Seahorn is the most trusted advisor of Baron Revelgaz, and Baron Revelgaz is the de facto ruler of the town of Booty Bay and the Blackwater Raiders.
So
and I was always curious, like, what's the difference between the Blackwater Raiders and the Bloodsail Buccaneers? Because those are like the two dominant pirate factions in World of Warcraft, right? Well, I learned that the Blackwater Raiders are considered good men and respectable as pirates go. It is an important Blackwater rule to only kill when necessary.
So the Bloodsail is a more badass
there's no
pirates,
love between the Blackwater Raiders and the Bloodsail Buccaneers, which, as you can probably guess, the Bloodsail Buccaneers are the most notorious bloodthirsty pirates. Although
yeah, that's good. That's so the Bloodsail are the real pirates. Who the fuck wants a pirate that has respect? Get the hell out of here.
Extremely dangerous. They are the least wealthy of the pirate groups, and this is due to the fact that no one survives a Bloodsail attack, which means the pirates don't allow survivors to be possibly robbed again in the future. But aside from that, Baron Revelgaz and Fleetmaster Seahorn, easily some of the most notorious NPCs in Booty Bay, and probably World of Warcraft, and that's why they're number 8. 7. Number 7 is Fleet Admiral Tethis, and he's a human located in the Hall of Shadows in Dalaran, and he is a high-ranking member of the Bloodsail Buccaneers, a shadow of the Uncrowned being a secret organization of rogues led by the Shadows, their leaders, who form the Council of Shadows. Ranks of Uncrowned include members of Ravenholt, Deathstalkers, SI-7, Shattered Hands, Steamweedle Cartel, Shadowpan, Bloodsail Buccaneers, Hidden Circle, Nomergon, Covert Ops, Royal Apothecary Society, and once
he's got a little bottle of gin there or something.
The Defias Brotherhood. So, a lot of groups, but he's known to be one of the greatest swashbucklers of the Great Sea, and at first he's accompanied by an axe-beak bird named Crackers, but Crackers leaves him for the Shadowblade, which that's you, the adventurer, because you become a Shadowblade, and he is then accompanied by a small hosen named Nanners, claiming that he can't be a successful pirate captain without a proper matey, and that Nanners is more handy. So yeah, this guy's got quite the amount of titles, and he's the leader of the Bloodsail Buccaneers, and that's why he's number 7. 6. Number 6 is Harlan Sweet, and he was the captain of the Iron Tide Raiders. The Iron Tide Raiders are a ruthless pirate band based out of Freehold and Tirgard Sound, and the original members of the Iron Tide Raiders were left over from a crew once captained by Flynn Fairwind and his first mate Harlan Sweet. After the two had a falling out, Harlan took the nastiest of the crew and formed the Iron Tide Raiders. But that's not the reason.
By the way, what is this guy actually? Like his body type and everything, you can't make this in game. I think the more I look at him,
first made Harlan Sweet. After the two had,
he might actually be a panda. He might actually be a like a Pandaren skeleton, and they made him look like a human.
Harlan took.
I wish you could kind of make humans that look like this. Just more diversity in the human race in the game, like diversity in terms of like body structure. Like we never got skinny humans. We kind of got fat humans with the Kultirans, but we haven't got anything like this. Like this guy looks like the Penguin or something. Same as Tuskar? No. Oh, he might be a deformed Kultiran. Yeah, he might actually be a Tuskar skeleton. You're right. He might be a Tuskar skeleton. He's either Tuskar or Pandaren. But the fact that they made him look like such a cool a human is pretty cool, and I kind of wish they gave this kind of customization options.
The nastiest of the crew and formed
look, his
the
face is
Iron Tide
fully
Raiders.
animated.
But that's not the reason I put him at number 6. The reason I put him at number 6 is this man has one of the craziest treasures I have ever seen. He has. Look at this. This is like the most insane treasure a pirate could have in World of Warcraft, and a pirate loves their treasure, as we all know. And this man's just sitting at his table eating like shrimp cocktail, lobster, a pig, and drinking wine, all in front of his insane treasure pile that's got like a golden ram statue, just like paintings and stuff. It's insane. And
what the fuck? This looks like Sire Denathrius as a goblin.
His treasure alone, that's what put him at number 6. 5.
His treasure.
Number 5 are all the pirates partaking in Pirates Day, especially the pirates on the southern beach of Stranglethorn. You'll find pirates sailing around in little inner tubes. You'll find pirates drinking grog. You'll find pirates just doing a whole bunch of stuff. And there's 4 pirates in particular that are all gathered around on this wooden plank platform thing. And you talk to First Mate Nereus, and he's like, "Today we all be pirates, but tomorrow you got to earn these colors." And you're like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, everybody's a pirate today. You talk to Gunner Pops, and he's like, "I haven't trained at any of the famous academies, but I've sacked all of them." And you're like, okay, that's just crazy Gunner Pops, right? You know, he's just doing what he's doing. He's a gnome. You got Quartermaster Rowley, who's like, "You haven't lived until you sang shanties at sunrise in the salty mists of the sea." And you're like, yeah, you know what? That's true. That's true, Quartermaster Rowley. It's always a good time singing some sea shanties. And then you get to Cook Lastwind, and he says, "When the Bloodsail raided my family's fishing boat, they didn't just kill everyone I've ever loved. They rescued me from a mundane life severely lacking in treasure and grog. A pirate's life for me." And I was...
What the fuck? This panda literally said that by executing everyone he ever loved, including his entire family, the pirates saved him. This guy's fucking dark and needs to be watched. What the hell?
I was like, what the shit? Huh? This dude just said that the Bloodsail Buccaneers, who we did learn earlier are extremely violent, killed his entire family
and by doing so
everyone he loved, but he's like, what are you gonna do? I'm a pirate now. Like... That's messed up. I never knew this was a thing. I was like, oh my god, Cook Lastwind's insane. And then there's a bunch of other pirates having a great time. But I was like, you know what? There's too many pirates here to add specifically, so I just decided to clump.
Imagine, you just killed my entire family. What am I going to do next? Yeah, pirate's life. Fuck it. Let's get on our ship and go. Ride
them all together and call them the
Ride out with the guys who just murdered your entire family.
Pirates Day Pirates. And that's why... they're number 5. 4. Number 4 is Lord Oona, and Lord Oona is a fearsome Hosen sea captain and leader of the Oona tribe. He is currently located inside a cavern which they have named Oona Kagu on the northeastern shore of the Jade Forest. According to Wowpedia, he and his crew are a subject of many tales. They are said to have sailed all around the world, defeated Kraken, and ventured to a deep underwater kingdom of the Naga. Some say that there are many Lord Oonas and that when one dies, another Hosen takes his place. In one tale, he drank an elixir of immortality and cannot be killed. In another one, the Oona are all ghosts. So there's a bunch of theories and old sea tales about Lord Oona, but one thing is for sure, and that is that he's a monkey pirate. And really, just being a monkey pirate that probably defeated a kraken and has a bunch of treasure and stuff is good enough to be number 4 in my book. So that's why Lord Oona is number 4.
Justified.
Number 3 is First Mate Jamboya, and he's part of a crazy Vol'dun quest, so buckle up, this is some lore. First Mate Jamboya was a member of the Pirate King Zemland's crew. One day, the port of Zemland was attacked by faithless Sethrak. Zemland did not have enough pirates to win a fair fight, so instead searched the port's contraband caches until discovering a dark set of powerful idols. Jamboya witnessed how Zemland slaughtered a group of Zandalari refugees seeking safe passage on the Pirate King's boats to escape the Sethrak. The first mate could have stopped Zemland right there and prevented the crew's eventual fate, but instead led them straight into it, much to his immense guilt. When it was clear they would be overrun by the Sethrak, Zemland then used the Dark Idols in a ritual that killed Jamboya and cursed him into an undead skeleton. Regretfully, Jamboya did not prevent Zemland from cursing the rest of the crew as well, marking the beginning of their cursed existence.
Dude, this is cool. These are it's like a Davy Jones pirate fleet. They're all undead and everything. This is actually like the fleet of the Black Pearl, right? From Pirates of the Caribbean. They all turned into skeletons. This is cool. This is cool. This ain't pointless. I like this one.
Years later, a Horde adventurer, heads into the port of Zemland to search for the Volpera scout Miki on behalf of the treasure-seeking Volpera at Camp Lastwind. They find Miki dead and Jamboya strung up on a nearby pillar, having been tied up after his last escape. Jamboya offers the adventurer the opportunity to help obtain vengeance and treasure. Jamboya asks the hero to retrieve idols that Zemland used to curse the port and burn the boats in the harbor, after which the group travels south to the Golden Isle where Zemland hoards all his treasure. Jamboya tasks the hero with stealing as much of Zemland's booty as they can while he destroys the idols recovered atop the altar where Zemland conducted his ritual. Jamboya then rings a gong and challenges the Pirate King to a fight. Pirate King Zemland is killed, however, with his dying words, he tells Jamboya that he will not remain dead for long. Realizing the truth in the captain's words and that Zemland's minions will likely be looking for them on the seas, Jamboya and his crewmates and the adventurer head back to shore and are welcomed into Camp Lastwind. Afterward, Jamboya uses the treasure of Zemland to buy his own ship and becomes a captain along with his crew, and they set sail into the seas.
That's a cool story.
So there you go. That's the story of First Mate Jamboya. What a story. What a quest line. I mean, you can go do it for yourself.
Maybe pointless in terms of the fact that it doesn't play into any real lore, but I love this kind of this is one thing Vanilla had. Vanilla had a lot of great like side stories about like a random farmer in Westfall that you become invested in, and it has nothing to do with like the main storyline or plotline of the game, but it's so good that it's not pointless. It's actually immersive. Creates some immersion in the game. Makes the whole world feel bigger. I like this guy, man. That's a cool one.
If you want to experience all of it, but
Jamboya's not
I had to put that way up on the list, and that's why First Mate Jamboya is number 3. Number 2 are Gar and Pashthan Salthoof. Gar Salthoof is a Tauren found in the Cape of Stranglethorn, and he's a member of the Bloodsail Buccaneers aboard the Riptide ship. The best thing about Gar is that he gives you a quest related to scurvy. He says, gum disease, it's a real problem. I know you're new and all, and probably haven't ever needed your gums cut, but the rest of us pirates have to deal with a little thing called scurvy. It's why we keep so many limes around. Well, we used to keep limes around. Someone made off with our last shipment, but they can't have gone far. Maybe to the nearby islands? Bring them back, and maybe I'll see what I can do to get you promoted from Swabby. So I really just love the fact that this Tauren pirate guy sends you on a quest to go get limes to prevent scurvy. This is like just a fantastic quest, and the rewards are Gar's limeade and Gar's key lime pie. So it's really fantastic. But he is a member of the Bloodsail Buccaneers, so you do know that he's a little crazy. Meanwhile, his son Pashthan Salthoof is located on Young Belvo, which is a giant turtle that travels across Azeroth, starting in the Azure Span. And if you talk to Pashthan, he says, I heard stories about my father, a fierce pirate who caused much pain and suffering. Myself, I enjoy the waves and the wind. So he's not really a pirate, but he's wearing a pirate hat. And he's just, he's out there just sailing the seas, man. He just loves the waves and the wind. And you know what? He probably just likes wearing the pirate hat. I mean, listen, his dad probably did do some very bad things because he is a Bloodsail Buccaneer. But the fact that his quest is just like, go get some limes, I think is pretty funny still. So that's why Gar and Pashthan Salthoof are number 2. And number 1 is one that I think everybody saw coming. It's Captain Playso. It's not. It's a hippo named Lifeboat. If you were looking for a real top 10 list, you have not found it. You got to go somewhere else. This is a pointless top 10. And here, hippos with pirate hats are the best pirates in the game. This is Lifeboat the Hippo, and it is ironic that his name is Lifeboat because hippos cannot actually float. I read this on Wowhead, and I had to go look it up. Really? It says hippos cannot swim, despite spending a lot of time in rivers and lakes. Hippos cannot breathe underwater or float either. Due to hippos' dense bone structure and heavy bodies, hippos sink in water.
How the fuck do they survive?
So really, Lifeboat the Hippo, he's just having a great time. He's standing in the water. He's drinking some water. He's a pirate. And he's
like real-life hippos. What do they? They just walk on the ground and you know, go walk to the shore? Yeah, what the hell? They need hippos and they just walk underwater. What the fuck? That seems like such a broken way to move. I think that needs to be retconned. God needs to come down here and fix that. I don't know about how that code was written, but that seems broken. Why would you create an animal that lives underwater but can't breathe underwater, swim, or anything else? Just walks on the ground? What the hell?
Great guy. And that's why Lifeboat is number one.
I learned something new today.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this episode of Pointless Top 10. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you want to support the channel, check out patreon.com/Crendor or consider becoming a channel member. And if you want more Pointless Top 10s, we just had gorillas last week. Or if you want to continue with the pirate theme, we had lighthouses just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay.
Another great one. Another great one from WoW Crendor. Yes, all in all, we learned about one badass storyline from that freaking Zandalari skeleton guy. And then the other one was hippos. They can't swim. Yeah. More pointless things learned from a pointless top 10. What else could you expect?